Okay, so I've been challenged. I'm not the type of guy who refuses a challenge. Now, a friend of mine, fellow YouTuber, goes by the name of Brand of War, has actually challenged me to a Pokemon competition. He thinks that he has what it takes to be a better trainer than me. So, I chose Bulbasaur, knowing that my competitor already had a Charizard. So I'm thinking he's going to choose a Squirtle. So I decided I'd choose Bulbasaur. And what I'm going to do after I beat my rival is I'm going to prepare to beat my real rival. My real rival being Brand of War. And what most people don't know is that Pokemon is only as fun as you make it. It's only as competitive as you make it. So I went to the second town and I got things started. Picked up the parcel after healing my Pokemon, and I went back to Pallet Town to get my Pokédex. Now what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to get as far as I can in 1 hour. I'm going to cut it down for you so it's not that big a deal, but I'm going to beat him at the end of this week. We're each going to have the same amount of playtime, and what we're going to do at the end of this is we're going to see who has the better Pokemon. The loser loses one of their Pokemon and $10,000 to the victor. Now this is when I ran into a Mankey, and I figured this is going to be perfect considering that the gym is a rock type gym. So I decided that I have to catch this thing. So I engage in battle. It uses some bullshit move, and then I go for the Pokeball. Here I am going for the Pokeball. Surprise, surprise. The best Pokemon trainer ever. Me. Elijah Jalen Powers. Xenu Bitch. Cool Guy McGee 420. I go by many names. I caught the Mankey. I'm going to throw an XP share on this thing because it's a level 4. And I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to make the most of this Pokemon. See how strong I can get it in the meantime. Now, the thing about Pokemon is that it can be a slow game. You know, you go around, you battle Pokemon, and you try to be the strongest in the region, which is going to happen indefinitely, except for in my case, I'm playing Pokemon MMO. Not 3D, it's a online Pokemon game. You can play with your friends right now across the world, get on the same server, and you could battle. And so that's effectively how we're going to do this. And, we're both busy, so it's going to take some working out, but we're going to make sure we have the same amount of play time in under our belt, and we're going to see after that amount of time who has what it takes to be the best Pokemon trainer. I already know it's going to be me. I have previous wins against my brother under my belt from when we were kids, and this isn't just about beating someone in Pokemon. This is about proving to everybody who the best is, who honestly should be the best Pokemon trainer of the region. So as I leave Viridian Forest and I get to Pewter City, I challenge the gym. Now, I'd like to say I went in there one time, done, it's over with, but I'll be honest, I was extremely under level. I wanted to make the most of my time and get as far as I could as quick as possible. Sometimes that's not the best move. And what's happening here is I'm effectively going to have to come up with a strategy that's going to help me win. That's going to help me beat this gym. That's going to help me continue and beat Brand of War. Now I know that these things can be difficult at times for someone who doesn't know what they're doing, but me, no. I came back and I challenged the guy, not the gym leader. I wanted to beat this guy for some reason. He beat me once and I wasn't going to have that shit. So I came back and I told myself, I'm going to beat him. I'm going to do it this time. And as you see how things played out, it didn't go exactly according to plan. Now, what I can say is that what will go according to plan is at the end of this when I beat Brandivore. When I beat Brandon. what I'm doing right now is I'm thinking up a strategy because I've lost a couple times to this random guy. So I'm going to teach my Pokemon some new moves. It looks like first I'm going to be teaching it... I can hardly see that. I'm sure you guys could see it on screen though. I'm going to be replacing Growth with this move. And then I'm going to teach my Pokemon another move. And I know what you're thinking, a bunch of grass type moves. How's that going to be effective long-term game? Well, it's not going to be effective long-term game, but it's going to be effective for now. And what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get through this gym battle. I only have an hour. To be the best. To beat him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach some moves to my Pokemon. And then I'm going to go. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to figure out what I need to do next. Assess the situation. Figure out the fossil I'm going to pick. And what Pokemon I'm going to add. Because I'm going to have a team that faces up against his. Now, I'm not just looking for the fastest run. I'm looking to get the strongest Pokemon I can. And if you have a Pokemon you want me to try to catch, leave it in the comments and I'll do my best. Help me figure out a good team. For now I kind of already have one in my head, but I'm not going to release my idea. I'm not going to tell everybody what my idea is because I want to beat him without him knowing what I got. So I think this is finally the moment where I take this guy on and I'm going to make this little bitch understand I'm not having none of his shit. I'm going to take out Pokemon A. I'm going to take out Pokemon B. And you know what? I wish there was a Pokemon C because I would have took it out too. I am going to be the best. By the end of this whole arrangement we have set up, I'm going to show everybody what it is to be a Pokemon trainer, You can't just have the strongest Pokemon. You gotta have friendship. No. It's about having the strongest Pokemon. I'm only gonna catch Pokemon I think either A, look badass, or have awesome moves. Okay? Now, I've played through a bunch of Pokemon games. I still don't even know what Pokemon I'm gonna be picking, at the end of this for my team. I'm sure that if you've already watched my videos, you can see the lead up of what it is that I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. But right now I'm just, sort of seeing what I can find and picking it up. But right now I got this grass type Pokemon, got a fighting type Pokemon, and it looks like I just learned Karate Chop. So I'm just, I'm going to make the most of this. I'm going to beat this guy, and then that's right, I'm going to go for Brock. I'm going to beat him and his rock type Pokemon. And I'm going to show them that I am the true stoner, not him. That's why I chose a grass type Pokemon. I'm going to rename him Buttasaur at the beginning of next video. And if you have a good name for Mankey, leave it in the comments below. And I'll rename my Mankey that. There's no telling how long Mankey's going to be on my team. I don't know if I'm going to evolve him and keep him on the team. I don't know if I'm even going to keep Bulbasaur. Because you know what? I got a bad one. I got a bad batch of Bulbasaur. He's not as strong as I would have figured. And you know what? The weird thing is about this kid beat me more times than the actual gym leader. Once I finally got to face the gym leader, I took him right out. He had no chance against me. This guy, on the other hand, he should have been the gym leader with his fucking Sandshrew and shit. He just came at me full force, and he took me out multiple times. I had to cut out a couple of my losses. That way it didn't seem that bad. But this guy might have took me out 2, 3, 4 times. And the funny thing is, after I beat this guy, I tried to leave town because I thought that I just completed the gym leader. I just beat the gym leader. I just got the badge, blah, blah, blah. Well, I didn't. So what I did after this is I went and I healed my Pokemon, and I had to figure out, what am I going to do next? How am I going to beat this guy? Well, I'll tell you how I'm going to beat this guy. I'm going to storm right in. I'm going to lead with Mankey, And if they take him out, I'm switching to my Bulbasaur, and I'm going to take him out. I'm going to show everybody, how a real Pokemon does things, or a real Pokemon trainer does things, is strategically. I'm not just going to go in there thinking, I can beat him. I'm gonna lead with my best one. No. I'm going to lead with my worst. And then I'm going to make it out of there. And Dragon Breath? Why the fuck did this guy have Dragon Breath? I didn't expect this. Paralyzed my Pokemon. Mankey didn't even want to fucking fight. He didn't want to fight. He just wanted to be paralyzed the whole time. But you know what? I think this time we're finally going to get him to realize, if he don't hit back, he's going to die. And he finally did it. He finally hit back. And look at that. Almost all the way down. I got a really good feeling about this, guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to take him right now, or if we're going to have to come back. But I got a feeling that I'm going to leave with this gym badge today. And I still got a good 30 minutes of playtime. So, that's good. That's really good. So I used a potion. He used Dragon Breath on me twice. I barely survived. Used low kick. Took out his Onix. Now I'm in the home stretch. No way am I going to lose to a Geodude. I have a grass-type Pokemon, a fighting-type Pokemon. I got good odds here, And, I didn't mean to flash my trainer card there. But if you do play Pokemon MMO, now is the time to get into the Kanto region and try to add me. I will be playing through some of the other regions. I don't know if I'm going to do it as a contest or in videos or how I'm going to do it. But if you'd be interested in maybe seeing a live stream where I smoke pot and play Pokemon, that could totally be accomplished. I still got to beat the Elite Four in Unova. I'm almost there. If you guys would actually like to see me face Unova, the whole thing, I could always try a new account. But I'll definitely be recording when I take him down. And there it is. We beat Brock. I'm going to go heal my Pokemon, and then I'm going to leave. I can finally run. And with these running shoes, I'm going to run into a random encounter. I'm going to beat this guy, because that's what I do lately. I beat guys. And I'm using my Mankey. I like this guy, alright? This is a good man. He's always there to help me face anything. And I sacrifice him. I sacrifice him a lot. But that's okay, Sometimes when it comes to Pokemon, you gotta take your wins and your losses. And that's what I'm doing right now. And this is what sucks, is that now I gotta choose. I just had these technical TMs, and I had to choose a move to get rid of for Razor Leaf. So I lost Vine Whip, of course. And now I know Razor Leaf. There's a lot that I wanted to do in this video that I wasn't able to do. And this video is actually running a couple days late. And I think that might be how it goes with my whole series. I might put all these videos together. I'm not too sure yet. But right now what I know is that I've got to get a lot further next time. But it's a water type gym. I chose Bulbasaur because I knew that he would help me get the fastest start on my competitor. And what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to have such a good start that there's nothing stopping me from continuing to persevere through anything this game throws at me. If I get any sort of challenge, I'm gonna just sweep it, not like this Pidgey right here, who's taking on my Bulbasaur, who in fact might be the worst Pokemon I've ever picked. I usually choose the fire type Pokemon. I should have done that. I should have just stuck with my gut. But you guys aren't going to be able to see a Charizard in the thumbnail today. You're going to be seeing a Venusaur. Alright? That's just what's going to happen. I chose Bulbasaur. Maybe I chose wrong. Maybe I chose right. But the reason I chose it was for a strategic up. A strategic up on my competitor. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out whatever comes my way. I'm going to get as far as I can until my timer goes off. But once my timer goes off, I got to quit playing and I got to continue the next day. And that's about to happen here as I get right before the cave. I'm going to stop at the Pokemon Center, heal my Pokemon, and I'm going to have to come back and battle another day. I'll see you guys next time, and let Brandivore know who you got your money on.